ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Using his legs, it's Baxter. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure coming. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wide out in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Can't get him to the ground. And they got him for the sack.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Okay. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback keeper. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Staley. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Back to the ground game on the left. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Working that left side now. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 7, Texas 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. The 50, the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to do.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A 1st down for the offense. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
He's going to take off. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards. It's a fake. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he grabs it. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got another 25. Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing. On to attempt to try. Oh, they block it. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Getting the extra point blocked soured that touchdown drive just a bit, but they'll line up to kick it off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board.
And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Texas offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Trying to get behind the defense. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get the joke. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football now.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing.
Going deep. Pulls it in inside the 30. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, South Carolina 27, Texas 7.
The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Floyd. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. At the 45, on his way. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits, it makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give him a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They want to throw it, trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for space. It's Baxter. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes a catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. He'll try to tack on one more. Looking for a man. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake in.
South Carolina, 34. Texas, 15.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
To kick it off.
Coming out with it, it's Floyd. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Carolina Gamecocks will take over. 1st and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's going to let it go. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by a field goal over Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back, unloads it downfield. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. To throw, it's Sellers. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or Do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. First down here for the offense.
42 Spider.
He's going to pass. He'll pull it down and run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here comes the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down.
Here we go.
Going to the running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now on 2nd down. This is a designed run. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop them?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Milked on their side. Got enough space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Take over. First and 10.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The give to the tailback. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Manning. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to beat the D deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, and I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to him on the ground. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8.
First and 10.
First down for this offense. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Here's a throw downfield late. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Spits it out to the back. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the returner will be brought down.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over first and 10.
On first down, here comes this offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And now on second down for this offense. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock. Now under a minute to go. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense playing a bail technique. Trying to find his man on first down. He's looking deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3.